EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the great cities of the world, London, England. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on our home team.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Taken at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
On the set. Taking 18.
Here's Walker to start the drive.
Powering his way forward. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They'll take that 14 yards on play number 1. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on third down.
Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks.
And every time you step on a field, coaches are always going to talk about how important tackling is in a ball game. In this one, especially so. You can't allow these guys to break free and get extra yards after contact, but that's exactly what happens here. That can't continue as this game goes on.
Ready? Warriors 70. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Mustang 19.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
As it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Touchdown, Seahawks.
Jackson Smith and Jigba.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Seahawks put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Chad Ryland now to add the PAT.
And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
It's the score, Seahawks 7, Tigers 0.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Rodgers now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
You talk about this Seahawk defense.
They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Rodgers now on first down. And he'll find Hall. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
They'll run for the first time with Breece Hall. Asante Samuel able to make the play defensively. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
26. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Rodgers now to throw. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It's a gain of 35.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Nicole Hardman, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Tigers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. This feels like something we'd see more commonly, CD, in a college game. They give it to the receiver down here in the red zone, but it winds up successful.
Yeah, partner, I think you'd think it's less likely to find running space to the edge down here close to the end zone when things are so condensed. But a lot of times you end up focusing on the running backs, and they're able to slip it to the receiver, and it resulted in a touchdown.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Dawson Knox
75 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're riding a two-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
Rodgers going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
And a Tommy Adebawore
able to record his 5th sack of the season. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we're under pressure, and they got to him again.
They came with a safety blitz, and Daxton Hill got home.
And on now is the punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And certainly not the greatest of kicks there. This one will be down inside their own 40-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, 19 Lion.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off.
And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
So first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Second and 14.
26. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
To throw is Rodgers. Looking left sideline, is complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
Hey, 26.
Working from the gun. Rodgers. Flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Second and 10.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
A loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now third down.
On third and long, it's Rodgers. Under pressure, they got him again.
Daxton Hill.
2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up fourth down. So they bring out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Here we go.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
Right here. Go check. Go check. Ready.
They'll look to throw.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Dragon 60.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Finding Smith and Jigba downfield.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Jackson Smith and Jigba.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Seahawks go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And it's now 21-7.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
On second down, here's Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches have told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Here's second and 10 now from about the 32.
Back north. Got 300. Big 30. Hey, 88.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And he comes back with one complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
21-yard line.
Inside. Stay right.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
Hey, flag. Loco, over here.
Rodgers again now. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's third down.
Jim! Don't. 26. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Now Rodgers. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
So it's third and long, and you know this is going to be a pass. So defensively, they bring in an extra defensive back and just blanket the field. And this is an ill-advised throw right here as it winds up being picked off easily.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
It's a gain of 5.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
That's a big conversion there on third down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Now a play fake here on first down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go now.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
That one to the sideline, and a nice catch there. He stays in bounds, but a penalty marker is down as well. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that one, that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, touchdown!
Justin Jefferson
with career touchdown number 60.
And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Now Ryland for the PAT.
He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Seahawks 28, Tigers 7.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
Inside. Wide left.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Here we go, here we go.
It's now second and 10.
Looking to throw.
Throw out wide to Walker.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Safety Rangers, Safety Rangers, Panther 11, Panther 11.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They've had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
and there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half.
The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
30. Hey, 88, inside.
Now a play fake. Rodgers able to find the open man. That's complete. Look at the big man rumble. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. A big play there on the catch and run. 46 yards.
And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
26. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Rodgers now on first down. And a quick throw here that's complete. And they're going to speed things up here.
26.
It's a pick at the 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Throwing is Rodgers.
16-yard line.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Tigers are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
30.
Rodgers will throw for it. And he'll get in for the score. And that's going to cut the lead down to 13. So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is. And I don't know how much that particular play factored in. But with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've got to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
There he goes left side. Now he's free at the 35. He may go.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Ken Walker, 70 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Warriors 70. Ready.
They'll look to throw. Steps him. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it.
Well, that two-point attempt failed due to the fumble, but people that can't see this, but you got a ball in your hands now, and you've got the thing locked in pretty well. You've got it covered up.
I love having a football in the booth. I always hang on to it. Makes me feel like I actually played back in my day.
Well, you probably could have. If you had run that play, you would not have fumbled. I can tell you that.
Maybe.
First down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Hey, take 26. Now this. Jump out.
Rodgers now on first down. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection.
Take 30. Hey, 88. Jump out. Inside.
On first down, Rodgers.
This pass out wide to Hall.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Hey, Mike. 26. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Look at this.
And again, it's Rodgers. Touchdown! A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Tigers are able to cut into that deficit. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan of how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Robert Saleh, one to take chances. His guys will go for 2 here.
26. Now this. Jump out. Go to 50.
They'll try and throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. They score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Seahawks.
DK Metcalf.
69 yards.
And the Seahawks are able to widen their advantage.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
60 Maverick. Mustang 19. 60 Bobcat. Ready.
They're going to look to throw. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it.
Score Seahawks 42, Tigers 21. Chad Ryland to kick off.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
They'll start on the ground.
And it's a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
112 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Back to Walker on first down.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Kenneth Walker
with now his second touchdown of this third quarter.
And the Seahawks are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Ryland on for the extra point.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
The score, Seahawks 49, Tigers 21.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Welcome back now here in London. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Second down at 6 now from the 42.
Back north.
Now it's Rodgers.
On the out route, he completes it to Hall.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
That's caught left side by Hardman. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown! Nicole Hardman. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Tigers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
And bulldozing his way through. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Catch is made by Hardman. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Hey, 88. Inside.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
And quickly, they get to the line. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire.
There he goes, left side. Now he's into the clear again. Now look out. He's to the 20. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Seahawks are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Extra point by Ryland up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
2nd and 1. Finding Knox there, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. They get this out left. And the Seahawks are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Reload.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Walker will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Now Ryland for the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
63, Tigers 28.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Jump out! Plant. Go to 50. Back north. Get 300. Get 300. Take 30. Flip again.
Rodgers going to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Hall. And he'll be stopped right there at the 28.
That's good for a London 1st down.
Inside.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And a huge play that time. 42 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. That one goes for 24 yards. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On the ready.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, they came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the fourth.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. But give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Boy, tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down.
Pepper Street. Hurt. Hustle.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, this.